Willow. The audience ratings are in the toilet. Now, I'm not interested in Willow at all. So I'm not going to be talking about this from a perspective of someone that has watched this show, movie. I don't even know what it is. I'm not interested. I simply just don't care. You know, like the trailer didn't excite me at all. I like the original, but I'm just not interested in this. None of it's appealed to me. Tom, sound like you want to say something there.
Well, what's sad about this, I watched like the first 5 or so 10 minutes of it. And I shut the shit off because I was a big fan of the original. And there is a sequel that could be told here with a strong female lead. And it sounds like they completely disregarded and ignored everything that came before, yet they're trying to be clever with their, setup here. And it's like, you're not fooling anybody. What I saw of what the show so far, you've got Sorsha bad-mouthing Mad Mardigan and basically saying in so many words she regretted marrying him in the first place in the first few minutes. You see his daughter and son. Of course, she's the bestest ever and in love with Freckles there. And the son, of course, is a big dolt. All he can think about is sex and food and whatnot. So he's like, all that kind of business. It's like they totally forgot who Mad Mardigan was. Sure, he had this reputation that preceded him, but he also proved himself to be exactly what he boasted to be, right, in the film. So, like, I don't see why his legacy should still be the rumors of, the loser that he was when he proved that he wasn't that, and he became the great warrior. You even have the scene where Willow says, "You are a great swordsman," and he's like, "Yeah," and then he falls down, but still, I mean, that's the charm of Mad Mardigan, right? Like, it's like they totally don't understand those characters. And then as far as Willow goes, I didn't even get as far as him, but I saw the clip of him walking out and talking, and it is the most wooden acting I've ever seen out of Warwick Davis. And that is, he is a veteran actor. He's been acting since he's a little kid. I know he can act. It's obviously what they're giving him to work with, and this whole like fucking just concept is dumb. I some people have told me what happens beyond here because Chris Gore did get to see like the first 8 episodes or something like that. And a lot of what I said is what he's like, yeah, basically.
So, wow. Is that Paulie, did you watch this? You seen this?
No, I'm not gonna see it. No.
Not interested.
No, not interested. Especially if it's, yeah, I'm not going to see it.
Okay. Nick?
I'm skipping it. When it was announced, because like Tom, I loved the original one. I watched it so many times as a kid. I even had my parents buy me the cereal that came with the little Willow magic trick things in the cereal. And I collected all those. Like, I absolutely loved the original Willow as a kid. And so when I heard that they were doing this, I was like, okay, this could be good here. But it's Disney doing this now, and from what I've been hearing, it's hot garbage, and I'm just not going to waste my time on it. I got too much other stuff going on, too much other things to do than to waste my time on this.
Well, it seems other people think the same stuff, to be fair. So let's have a look. I mean, what is that? Okay.
Is that from Willow?
Yeah. The new one.
Huh.
What?
Interesting.
Yeah.
What is that?
I hear there's a lot of
Val Kilmer's son's character that I was talking about just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, I heard there was a lot of frou-frou stuff in this.
I mean, he is into chicks, but like, yeah, it's still
that's not a man's man wearing that shirt.
Well, 38% over on Rotten Tomatoes.
Not good.
Pretty bad considering Disney has a habit of messing around with Rotten Tomatoes. So there is that. We also have 5.5 out of 10. over on IMDb, average 5.5 out of 10 from quite a hefty amount of people. 2,300, 2,300 odd, 2,285, so 2,300 users. That's quite a lot. Quite a lot, actually. And a lot of them are like, just 1 star, like it's awful.
I got a friend.
666p.
I got a friend of mine who is friends with Warwick Davis, and we were gonna have him on the show, but he was filming this series at the time, so we were gonna look at having him on after it released and stuff. But like, I'm not even gonna try to have him on to talk Willow at this point because I'm not even gonna watch it.
She's like, he's into chicks, but just barely.
Jesus. Metacritic is giving it a 1.8.
Wow.
It's got a few bots, but not nearly like Marvel or some of the other
Yeah.
shows have.
It's just, it's one of those shows. I'd love to I'd love to see what the actual the viewership is like, because it's one of those things that, like, we talk about creating new stuff all the time. We talk about them consistently bringing back old stuff, right? And this is one of those things that they've won. They're bringing back something old anyway, but they're fundamentally changing it. So that's not good. But you're also doing it at a really bad time in fantasy in general, because the people that would have watched that, grown up with it, have just spent a season watching the most adult fantasy stuff in House of the Dragon. So then they come out with, like, Willow, and then all the adults are going to be like, oh, fuck this shit. And then maybe their kids are probably not going to be that interested in it, or they're not going to tell their kids about it. Like, I mean, it's I don't know. I don't reckon well, yeah, exactly. Who is it for? Like,
who's this for? It might have an audience, and it's not me. It doesn't mean it's not, Who's this for, guys?
I don't know.
Was it for the audience of Willow in the past?
Well, no, because if it is, then why would they change it? And that's always the question I have with these things. Like, if this is, and it's always the same with anything that they bring back and change, it's like, it can't actually be for the fans of the original thing, then, can it? Because otherwise, why would you change it so much? Fundamentally, why would you change so much of it from what people liked to then what you've established now? Like, why would you do that? Strange. Very, very strange.
And like, I would be part of the target audience for this show, or I feel anyways, with growing up with the original, and I'm checked out.
Yeah, likewise. Like, I'm not interested in this at all. I wasn't. I watched the trailer and I was like, ugh. I don't care. Like, I didn't get any buzz for it or anything like that.
Yeah,
it was not interested in the slightest. Like, it just didn't. Yeah, I don't know. It just didn't. There was nothing appealing about it. And as a trailer, you need to sell it.
It doesn't look like the original movie.
Not at all.
It doesn't feel like the original movie. I saw 5 to 10 minutes of it, and I checked the fuck out.
Right.
Yeah, Coach, I don't even think he got through the first, or he might have got through the first episode, and then he checked out. He was like, "Yeah, I can't watch this."
It's like CW.
Yeah.
Wow. So it really is that bad, like, budget-wise. Looks.
Yeah, it looks like you've got a bunch of kids who are talking in almost modern type speak and shit, and it's.
Oh, you can't do that. That takes everyone right out of it. Oh, goodness me.
It's like they forgot what Willow kind of was and the charm of it and just the whole idea. Because, like I said, basically, they had a character who picked Willow in the first movie, the baby, right? Alora Dannon. She is meant, the reason that Bab Morta wants to kill her is that she's more powerful than her and she's supposed to grow up and kill her. So that's why she wants her dead. The baby gets whisked away. Willow finds the baby. Willow protects the baby with Mad Mardigan and the Sorceress, and they defeat Bab Morta. And then Sorsha and Val Kilmer's character, Mad Mardigan, take Alora in as their daughter. Now, supposedly she forgot who she was, and now she is the evil that is rising. in the trailer. I'm like, that is the dumbest shit in
Just
the
undo
fucking
everything
free
from the first
world.
one, then.
Yeah, because what this should be is it's basically you set it up like Star Wars. You have Elora Danan is being trained by Willow to be a sorceress, right?
Mm.
He is now passing down everything he learned from the sorceress before and everything, down to her. She's getting restless because she's a teenager now or whatever in her 20s, what have you. And she wants to do something. He's like, don't worry, you're going to get to do something someday. We'll find out when that day comes, blah, 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 blah. Well, all of a sudden you have an evil growing. It's a new evil queen like Bavmorda was, So then she has to fight her and bingo, there's your fucking move, show, whatever. But for some reason they want to make her the bad guy, which means at the end she's going to be reminded who she is and she's going to flip. Because see, they can never have a true bad guy. She's going to be like another Reva.
Well, they're going to undo. Oh, they'll just undo everything that they do in the
They're all about deconstructing characters.
Yeah, because Val Kilmer supposedly, he's gone. And they said he left for some reason. Well, we know why down the road in the shows. Chris told me, but I'm not going to spoil any more than I already have for people. But it's left open that he could possibly come back, but it's still kind of, he's still playing the absentee father here. It's...
Those deadbeat dads running off on their adventures. But yeah, we know why he runs off. I've read the whole kind of plot of the.
Well, that goes along with what I said before.
Yeah. So yeah, I know what Tom was referring to there.
Ah, god damn it! I'm just so sick of this shite. But it seems everyone else is too, because it's getting bad ratings, right? So